How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here, and welcome back to the week of 101's. And if you're unsure what the week of 101's is, we recently hit 100,000 subscribers, and because of that, I'm going to be uploading a 101 facts video every single day for a whole entire week. Today is day number 6, so unfortunately the week is almost over, but today we're going to be counting down 101 facts about Mortal Kombat. This video was suggested by Charles, Savior of Humanity, Mr. Potato, Abdelrahman A-Man, and Mapk Angstony. Thank you guys so much for the suggestion. Mortal Kombat is actually one of my favorite video game series, and I've actually been planning to make this video for a very long time as well. So thank you guys for giving me a reason to make it happen. On top of that, sorry I mispronounced a couple of your names. I am very bad with my pronunciation, as most of you are already fully aware. And that might carry on to a couple characters in this video as well. But anyways, thank you guys again, and I hope you all enjoy because this one is going out to you. But with that, everybody, grab your friend, perform a fatality, and let's just jump right into it, shall we? Number 1. Mortal Kombat is a video game franchise that was originally developed by Midway Games' Chicago studio in 1992. After Midway went bankrupt, the development team who was responsible for Mortal Kombat was acquired by Warner Bros. And turned into NetherRealm Studios. The Mortal Kombat series was then rebooted in 2011, and the latest release is Mortal Kombat X, which was released on April 14th of 2015. Number 2. Mortal Kombat began development in 1991 with only 4 people, who were Ed Boon, John Tobias, John Vogel, and Dan Forden. Originally, Boon and Tobias were approached to create a video game adaptation of the 1992 film Universal Soldier, starring the very popular martial arts film actor who was Jean-Claude Van Damme. And within this game, it would basically be Van Damme fighting a bunch of villains. They were originally intending to make the game more serious and then have the visuals similar to Enter the Dragon or Bloodsport instead of using a cartoony style like Street Fighter 2. And although the original project ended up falling through, Boon and Tobias decided to continue on with their project. And because of where the project originated from, Johnny Cage became a spoof character based on that whole situation. So essentially, Johnny Cage is based on Van Damme himself. Number 3. The first Mortal Kombat game was released for arcade machines during October of 1992, and was later ported to multiple game systems. Number 4. John Tobias has said that his inspirations for the game's story and characters came from both Chinese mythology and some of the stories and rumored events about the Shaolin monks. Number 5. Some of the possible names for the game before they decided on Mortal Kombat were Kumite, Dragon Attack, Death Blow, and just simply, Fatality. Number 6. So in regards to how exactly Mortal Kombat received its iconic name, there's actually a little story to go along with it. Apparently someone had written down Combat on the drawing board for the possible game names in Boon's office, and then someone came in and wrote a K over the C just to be weird. And Steve Ritchie, who was a pinball designer at the time, was sitting in Boon's office and saw the word Combat spelled with a K, and then he just said to Boon, "Why don't you name it Mortal Kombat?" And the rest is history. However, since then, whenever there is a word beginning with the letter C in the game, it is usually replaced with the letter K to go with the whole misspelled combat gag. Number 7. Mortal Kombat was the first video game in history that used real-life actors as their sprites instead of hand-drawn animations. Number 8. The character Mocap from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is based on Carlos Pacina, who played Raiden in Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2, and he has also served as a motion capture actor for many titles in the series. Number 9. Jax was originally supposed to be in the first Mortal Kombat game. However, he was eventually switched out for Sonya when Ed Boon thought there needed to be more variety between the fighters, and they were lacking a female character. Number 10. Noob Saibot was originally just a gag character, and Noob Saibot's name was created from the 2 creators of Mortal Kombat's last names, Ed Boon and John Tobias, which spelled backwards for Boon is Noob, and Tobias is Saibot. Number 11. Mortal Kombat is one of, if not the main reason we have the ESRB rating system. This was put into effect because of the blood, gore, and violent nature of Mortal Kombat, and this was initially used to warn parents of potential violence or other adult themes in these future video games. Number 12. The character Moloch, who was a sub-boss in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, actually makes a small cameo in Mortal Kombat X, and he does so during one of Quan Chi's intros. In this intro, Quan Chi is holding Moloch's severed head, so R.I.P. Moloch. Number 13. The concept of fatalities evolved from the dizzied mechanic in past fighting games. Boone has said that he hated the dizzied mechanic, but that it was also quite fun to have one's opponent get dizzied instead, and then get a free hit out of it. Boone and Tobias decided they would eliminate the aggravation of being dizzied by having it occur at the end of the fight after someone had already won. Number 14. Mortal Kombat was the first fighting game that featured juggling, which I'm sure most of you are fully aware about what this is, but for the one person out there who doesn't know, juggling is the mechanic where the player is hit into the air, and before they hit the ground, the opponent can hit the player multiple times before they hit the ground, all while they can't defend themselves because you cannot block while you're in the air. John Tobias has also stated that this wasn't intentional and was created by accident, which I would think they'd be slightly unhappy about the whole juggling thing just because they weren't a fan of the dizzied mechanic, because this, in a way, is kind of a little bit worse. Number 15. On August 18th of 1995, a Mortal Kombat movie was released, and it ended up being a huge success, bringing in $122.1 million at the box office, when its original budget was only $18 million. Number 16. Because of the success of the first movie, a second movie called Mortal Kombat Annihilation was released on November 21st of 1997, and it did rather poorly at the box office and was ultimately considered a flop, and overall the movie itself was really poorly made. There was initially a sequel planned for this sequel as well, but it was shut down due to the failure of Annihilation. Number 17. Mortal Kombat also had an animated series that lasted one season which spanned 13 episodes, and was called Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. Number 18. Mortal Kombat 4 was the last Mortal Kombat game to be featured on an arcade machine. Number 19. In an early concept of Hotaru, he originally was depicted with black hair. Number 20. Mortal Kombat currently holds the record for having the longest running voice actor for a video game character in history, and this is actually Ed Boon, one of the creators who to this day still voices Scorpion. More specifically, his taunts, "Come here!" and "Get over here." Number 21. Mortal Kombat vs. the DC Universe is the only Mortal Kombat game that is not rated mature on at least one platform it was released on. Because of this, many fans consider it the worst installment because of the toned-down violence. Number 22. Sindel was originally going to be in Mortal Kombat 4, but was instead replaced by Fujin. Number 23. Ermac was only ever created due to an error from the first game. Underneath Reptile battles in the game audits, there was the word Ermac. And because it was underneath Reptile battles, the rumor began that this was another secret character you could fight. There was one player who even claimed that he found Ermac by defeating his friend flawlessly using only punches, and a red ninja appeared saying, "I will fight you near the statues." And then later on it appeared again and said, "I am Ermac, you will never defeat me." And then the player even submitted photo evidence, although it's more than likely fake. Later on, the developers of Mortal Kombat stated that there was never an Ermac, and Ermac actually meant error macros. Number 24. In regards to the previous fact, to make fun of it, in Mortal Kombat 2, sometimes Jabe would appear and say, "Ermac who?" And at the end of the Mortal Kombat 2 arcade, there is a word scramble on the bottom of the screen that when unscrambled, it says Ermac does not exist. Number 25. Just like the Ermac rumor, there was also a rumor about a red katana that was called Scarlet. However, unlike Ermac's case, no evidence ever came forward and nothing was heard about it then on. However, in Mortal Kombat 9, once the series was rebooted, Scarlet was created as a DLC character. Number 26. Kano's red glowing eye with the steel plating was originally inspired from the Terminator movie, specifically when the Terminator himself is missing half of the skin on his face. Number 27. In Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, it is possible to change into Smoke's Mortal Kombat 2 form at any time before a round of a match. This could be accomplished by holding the joystick away, as well as high punch, high kick, run, and block. Number 28. In France, the title of Mortal Kombat Deception was changed to Mortal Kombat Mystification, because deception means disappointment in French. And Mortal Kombat Disappointment doesn't really sound that appealing. Number 29. Chameleon and Kratos are the only playable characters in the whole series whose appearances were console exclusive. Chameleon was exclusive to the Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Wii, while Kratos was exclusive to the PlayStation 3. Number 30. Rain was added into Mortal Kombat 3's Attract mode to fool players into thinking he was unlockable or a hidden fighter in the game. But instead, it was actually just a gag added by Ed Boon himself to fool everyone. And Rain would not officially appear until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Number 31. In addition to that last fact, Rain is based on Prince and his album, Purple Rain. You see, his name is Rain, he wears a purple costume, and in-game, he is a prince. What else do you need to see that inspiration? Number 32. Before Shiva had a name during the early stages of Mortal Kombat 3, she was called She-Goro. Number 33. In Mortal Kombat 9, on the Pit 2 stage, there are always two fighters in the background. These fighters are actually always a mixture of 5 different characters, who are Saurina, Dagon, Kenshi, Raiko, and Frost. Number 34. Jack Thompson once sent Mortal Kombat a cease and desist letter after he saw a picture of what appeared to be his name and likeness in a Mortal Kombat game. Well, it turns out that this character based off of him was created through a customizable character option, so the case was dropped shortly after. Number 35. Sub-Zero was originally going to be named Tundra. However, this was of course later changed to Sub-Zero. Although the name Tundra didn't actually go away, instead it was given to the younger brother as his code name while his older brother was Sub-Zero. And when the elder brother died, the younger brother then took up the mantle as Sub-Zero. Number 36. When Stryker performs his friendship in Mortal Kombat 3, he will blow a whistle and make characters pass by. And weirdly enough, one of the characters who runs by is himself. The fuck? Number 37. Other than new characters who were introduced in Mortal Kombat X, Dagon, Taven, and Scarlet are the only previously playable characters who were only playable in one game. Number 38. Mortal Kombat Deception was the first Mortal Kombat game to feature online gaming. Number 39. Mortal Kombat 3 includes a hidden game of Galaga after you perform 100 battles in a row. Number 40. Brandon Lee was originally supposed to play Johnny Cage in the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie, and he was scheduled to start filming as soon as he finished filming the movie he was currently working on called The Crow. However, unfortunately, tragedy struck on the set of The Crow, and Brandon Lee was accidentally shot and killed on the set when one of the blanks used in the guns turned out to be not a blank at all, and a real bullet instead. And he was killed 8 days before The Crow was set to finish. Bonus fact, I'm actually named after Brandon Lee. May he rest in peace. Number 41. In Mortal Kombat vs. the DC Universe, the Joker's fatality where he shoots his opponent in the head had to be toned down to keep the teen rating for the game. So instead of showing him shooting his opponent, it cuts to only the Joker shooting the gun. Well, because of this, in Mortal Kombat 9, Shang Tsung has the exact same fatality as the Joker, although he is dressed as a clown, and in this fatality, we actually get to see the opponent's head getting blown off. So I guess you could say they redeemed themselves with that one. Number 42. Frost has the longest biocard video out of all the characters in the series, while Goro has the shortest. Number 43. Fourth wall breaks don't happen often in the Mortal Kombat world, and are frankly few and far between, but the first ever fourth wall break came from Cabal. During his freaky face fatality, he first looks at the screen and screams before turning and screaming at his opponent. Number 44. Sonya's character was inspired by the karate champion and movie actress Cynthia Rothrock, and to top it off, she was named after one of Ed Boon's sisters. Number 45. On the stage Kahn's Arena in Mortal Kombat 9, before Scarlet was the girl that was chained up on the left, it was instead Kira. However, she was taken out in an update when Scarlet was made available through DLC. Number 46. Mortal Kombat X had a total of 300 playtesters test out the game to find all the bugs, imbalances, and to overall make sure everything was ready to go before the game was released. Number 47. In Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, it is possible to perform animalities, and these things were spawned from a rumor from a previous game. The rumor was that Scorpion could morph into an actual scorpion and stab the opponent, similar to how Liu Kang transforms into a dragon. And to make the rumors a reality, animalities were added to the third installment of the franchise. Number 48. In Mortal Kombat X, on the Outworld Marketplace stage, there is an old woman walking around near the right of the stage, and she is also able to be thrown as a weapon at your opponent. And when you do throw her, you receive an achievement or trophy, and through this trophy we learn that her name is Blanche. Number 49. In the early testing versions of Mortal Kombat 3, Sector and Cyrax were originally named Ketchup and Mustard due to their color, but of course their names were changed later on to something much cooler. But can you imagine if their names remained Ketchup and Mustard? That would be awful. Well, if you're gonna be messing around with Ketchup and Mustard, just make sure to bring a towel so you can clean up your mess. There are no words that can express my disappointment in you right now, Towley. Number 50. Earlier we talked about how Ermac came to be by Ermacs listed in the game audits of Mortal Kombat 1. Well, because that whole situation became a huge rumor, the developers decided to create a whole new rumor in Mortal Kombat 2 intentionally. In Mortal Kombat 2's game audits, they listed Kano transformations at the bottom, which led many fans to believe that since Kano is not in the game, he can become an unlockable character by transforming into him as Shang Tsung. However, as you can guess, this is not true. Number 51. In the Mortal Kombat movie, Goro's head and the top set of his arms were animatronics, but his legs and bottom arms were being controlled by an actor. Number 52. Havik was originally just supposed to be an alternate costume for Noob Saibot. However, he ended up becoming a completely different character. Number 53. Although he is not a very well-known character, Cobra was a member of the Black Dragon, and it was mentioned by Aaron Black that he killed Cobra at some point before the events of Mortal Kombat X. Number 54. The original Sub-Zero spine rip fatality was inspired by the Predator, and ironically enough, because of that, the Predator is now available as a DLC character from Mortal Kombat X. Number 55. Jax was originally going to be a kickboxer when he was first designed, but after realizing that this would make him very similar to multiple Street Fighter characters, they decided to redesign him and change his backstory entirely. Number 56. In the story mode of Mortal Kombat vs. the DC Universe, when Kano tries to hit the Flash with his laser eye, he says, "You'd give Cabal a run for his money," because the Flash is so fast. Also, Cabal was not present in this installment. Number 57. Mortal Kombat 3 is currently the only game in the entire series that did not feature any playable ninja characters. Now, you could debate that the Cyber Ninjas count, but for the sake of this fact, I'd say that they don't because they're cyber, and Sub-Zero doesn't count because of both his design and the fact that he left the Lin Kuei, meaning he is no longer a ninja. Number 58. In the games that Kano is absent, he either makes a cameo while he is imprisoned, or a substitute fighter from the Black Dragon borrows his techniques. Number 59. In the Mortal Kombat movie, Jade was scheduled to face off against Sonya in a secret area of the island that was supposed to be a hidden Easter egg that would be added on the DVDs when the movie came out, but the scene was scrapped altogether due to time constraints. Number 60. Mortal Kombat 2 has a hidden game of Pong, and the only way to access this is for two players to play 150 matches against each other consecutively, and I'm not sure how anyone ever managed to even find this out. Holy shit, that's a lot. Number 61. Sector is actually the son of the Lin Kuei Grandmaster. Number 62. Now this may seem like a sick joke, but Kenshi can still participate in the Test Your Sight minigame. And in regards to this, it is said that he uses his hearing to make his decision. Number 63. Blaze is considered to be the most powerful being in the Mortal Kombat universe. Number 64. Deadly Alliance is the only Mortal Kombat game that does not officially feature Liu Kang as a playable character. Number 65. Quan Chi first appeared in the animated show Defenders of the Realm, and his first appearance in the games wouldn't be until Mythologies Sub-Zero. Number 66. Mortal Kombat Special Forces is considered the worst Mortal Kombat game of all time. Number 67. According to one of the producers of Mortal Kombat X, it took a single tech artist who works full-time a whole year to develop the damage system where your character becomes more and more beat up, bloodied, and damaged as the fight progresses. Number 68. There are currently 9 characters in the series who have never received a unique fatality. These characters are Blaze, Chameleon, Dagon, the other Chameleon, Meat, Mocap, Moloch, Onaga, and Taven. Number 69. The original name for Johnny Cage was going to be Michael Grimm. However, it was changed during pre-production of the first game. Number 70. Reptile is supposed to be the last of his race. However, Chameleon is also said to be another member of his race, and she was created specifically to expand on his origins in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Number 71. To fight Smoke back in Mortal Kombat 2, you needed to be on the portal stage, and Dan Forden also needed to pop in and say Toasty, and when he did you needed to press down and start, which would initiate the fight. Number 72. To get a lot of the gory sound effects in the latest games, the sound effects team used various methods such as using a plunger on green goop and smashing various nuts, fruits, and other foods with a hammer. Number 73. In Mortal Kombat X, Chinook is the only character to address Predator by its name. Number 74. Mortal Kombat Mythology's Sub-Zero would be the last game that used actor-rendered sprites before the game went full 3D. Number 75. Onaga was meant to be an unlockable character in Mortal Kombat Deception, but was taken out. You can even find his unused ending in the crypt. Number 76. Bo Raichu and Li Mei are the only known Outworld inhabitants that are on the side of good. Number 77. To fight Jade in Mortal Kombat 2, the player needed to make it all the way up the arcade ladder until the match before the question mark. In this match, you could only use the low kick attack to win, and couldn't use any other buttons including block. Number 78. In the first Mortal Kombat game, Shang Tsung originally had a fatality, and this fatality consisted of him cutting off the player's head with a sword. And he was also originally supposed to be the only character who could perform a fatality, but instead this feature was given to the player as well, and you could still find the sprite images in the game's coding for Shang Tsung. Number 79. In the Mortal Kombat movie, Goro breaks Johnny Cage's sunglasses, and then in Mortal Kombat X, during an intro between the two, Cage says to Goro, "Don't you owe me a pair of sunglasses?" So it looks like Goro never bought him a new pair after all these years. Number 80. Shao Kahn was originally designed without a mask, and instead with the large teeth that Baraka has. And this was due to the fact that everyone from Outworld was originally going to be of Baraka's race. Although once it was decided that Outworld would consist of more than one race, Shao Kahn was redesigned. Number 81. Babalities were added to Mortal Kombat 2 not just to make fun of the controversy at that time, but because John Vogel was going through sound files and found a bunch of babies crying. And he came up with the idea because he thought it would be funny, so he basically just made the crew quickly make baby sprites for every character in the game so it could be added. Number 82. Kai was originally going to appear in Mortal Kombat X's story mode, but he was instead replaced with Bo Raichu. Number 83. Just like Sonya, Tanya was also named after one of Ed Boon's sisters. Number 84. Motaro is based on two characters from the toy line called Micronauts. The two characters were Baron Karza and Andromeda, and when you would take these two characters and connect them together, they would look like a mechanical version of what Motaro looks like right now. So his appearance is based off of them. Number 85. To fight Noob Saibot back in Mortal Kombat 2, you needed to win 50 matches in a row while in 2-player mode. Number 86. Liu Kang was originally going to be named Yoshitsune Minamoto, which is a historical character based on a famous Japanese clan. However, John Tobias stated that he could not deal with that name, so it was changed. Number 87. In the first Mortal Kombat game, you are actually participating in the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament. Number 88. Scorpion's Harakiri is the only one that doesn't produce any blood whatsoever. Number 89. In Mortal Kombat 3, Noob Saibot isn't just a blacked out ninja. Instead, because ninjas weren't present in this version of the game, he is actually a blacked out version of Kano, which is why he has some of Kano's moves. He wasn't turned into a black palette swap ninja until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Number 90. Although all the playable characters in the first Mortal Kombat were created from real actors, Goro was not, and was instead simply just a stop-motion model. Number 91. Ed Boon's favorite fatality is Quan Chi's leg rip fatality. Number 92. Scorpion's Toasty fatality is the fatality that has appeared in the most Mortal Kombat games, which is currently a total of 9. Number 93. Nightwolf, Cabal, and Striker were all the winning results of a creative fighter competition hosted by Midway after the release of Mortal Kombat 2. Number 94. Mortal Kombat X was originally going to be called Mortal Kombat 2 because the previous game was just titled Mortal Kombat. However, most people refer to that game as Mortal Kombat 9, so they ended up changing it to Mortal Kombat X. Number 95. Hasu Hao was hated so much by the creators that he was killed off in Deadly Alliance, which was the same game he was introduced in, and they had no plans to ever bring him back. But unfortunately for them, because Armageddon featured every Mortal Kombat character ever created, he was unfortunately brought back for that game. And because of this, he was killed in his own ending in Armageddon, so you likely won't ever be seeing him again. Number 96. Originally, to face the Reptile secret in the first game, you had to meet some pretty specific conditions. First, you needed to be on the pit stage and see a witch or Santa in the background by the moon, which was randomly generated. Then the player had to get a double flawless victory without blocking and perform a fatality. That's just way too much effort. Number 97. There was once a false rumor that spread regarding Sonya in the first game. This rumor occurred after the game was ported to consoles, and the rumor was that Sonya could appear naked in the game, which was called Nudality or Nudality. Of course, these rumors were never true. Number 98. In Mortal Kombat Deception, there are some characters in the Nether Realm and Chaos Realm that speak a weird language, while interacting with Shujinko in Conquest mode, but it turns out that they are actually just talking backwards, and when their dialogue is unreversed, the phrases are, "I am talking backwards. Spooky, isn't it? Drink milk, get plenty of sleep, listen to your parents, do your homework." If you have decoded this, you have way too much time on your hands, my friend. It is said that John Vogel is a genius. Raiko is not Shao Kahn, though sometimes he secretly wears the Emperor's helmet. Number 99! Friendships were originally put into Mortal Kombat as a joke against all the controversy from the first game regarding its violence. Instead of brutally killing your opponent, you simply perform an act of kindness and goodwill towards your opponent. I guess you could say the people who were upset about Mortal Kombat should be happy that such acts of kindness were put into the games. Number 100! Although Johnny Cage was the first character designed for the game, he was also the last character in the original game to be given a fatality. It wasn't until a last-minute thought by John Tobias that later became the head punch fatality. Before that, he was just going to throw his opponent off screen. And the moment that you've all been waiting for... Number 101. When the developers are working on any new Mortal Kombat game, they have meetings where they discuss possible new fatalities. And apparently whenever multiple people say, "There's no way we can do that," they end up working on those fatalities first, leading to some of the most gruesome and creative ways to kill and dismember your opponents in gaming history. But there you have it, everybody. 101 facts about Mortal Kombat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure to drop a like on this video. But that is not all. If you drop a like on this video, there is a 0.0076267% chance that you will receive your very own Mortal Kombat arcade machine. That is correct. If you are one of the lucky few, it will appear in your room at some point during the next 18 years. But the chances are slim, so don't expect it. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got plenty more Mortal Kombat related stuff on the way. And on top of that, we've got one video left in the week of 101's, and although it sucks to see it go, you don't want to miss this video.
Also, make sure to like and follow Too Spooky on his social media and the Twitch. Links are in the description. On top of that, his P.O. Box address is down there if you ever want to send him something. And if you're going to send him anything, make sure to send him a towel. Because it's very important that Too Spooky learns proper towel use, and if you guys send him one, well, I think he'll finally change his mind.
Well, Towley, I don't think people sending me towels in the mail is going to change my mind about you giving out towel information during these videos.
Oh, just you wait, Too Spooky. It's gonna change your mind, I promise.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess, Towley. Anyways, I still hope everything is well with Bane and Carl. Bane said he was gonna call, but he never did, so I hope everything's okay over there.
What the fuck is this? I can't move. Oh fuck, who the hell are you? Are you the one that's going to be helping me? Oh, thank God, this is so weird. Am I actually in another dimension? Wait, why are all those knives over there? Wait, what are you doing? Oh my God, please stop, no! Oh, what are you doing? Why are you folding me like this? What are you gonna do with that hammer? No! Stop, please, mercy! Oh God, not the knives! Oh, please, God! No, stop! Oh my God, stop! What are you doing to me? No! Please make it end. Just kill me. Oh God, stop. No, please. Have mercy. Oh God, stop. Oh God, what are you doing with that match? No. It burns.
Yo! Uh-huh. Yeah, I told you, it's fucking weird, right? Yeah. So he can't swim, huh? Okay, just like I suspected. Did you try the rocks yet? Okay, well try that quick and call me back, okay? Alright, thanks, bye.
Just make it stop. What is that? I feel so drained, man. No, not another one. You're crushing me. I can't.
Yellow! Uh-huh. So they did exactly that, did they? Well, it looks like I figured out what the problem is. I just need to figure out what kind now. Well, anyways, you can send it back here now. I'll take it from here. Thanks again, broski. Yep. Bye.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the fuck was all that? This guy just kept injuring me until I was almost dead. And then would wait until I was healed back up again. That's just fucking sick. I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving.
Carl, wait! I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. Don't you want to know? Don't you want your memories back?
Well, of course I want them back, but I can't sit through that shit again.
You won't have to, Carl. Now, of course, I think I know, but I will need a sample of your blood to know for sure, along with finding out the extra details if I'm correct. So may I please have your arm?
Fine, but this is the last thing I'm letting you do to me.
That'll be all I need, Carl. Now why don't you head to bed and I'll tell you what I find in the morning.
Okay, Vegapunk. Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome, bud.
Jesus Christ, I don't know how the fuck that wimp Carl was able to climb both the Great Wall and this mountain. Whew! Holy shit, even I'm beat from doing just this alone. I guess it doesn't help that I've got a shotgun round stuck in my chest though. Fucking burns. Anyways, this is the only house on the thing, so I guess this has to be the place. Either that or I've come here for nothing. Well, I better check it out if nothing else. Hello? Is anybody there?
Who dares enter my laboratory?
God damn it, I am not getting shot again. I'm here looking for a red-headed kid named Carl. I'm under the impression that he came here to meet with you. Am I correct?
Ah, my apologies. I am Vegapunk, and you are?
My name is Bane. I work with Carl over on the Too Spooky channel.
Ah, yes. Bane. You know, you've got quite the name around here. The Chinese government put a big price on your head after what you pulled in Gotham.
Well, you see, I'm a changed man now. Unless things need to get ugly.
Oh, no, trust me, I'm fully aware of the situation. But although your crimes were cleared by Too Spooky to the rest of the world, let's just say that the Chinese thought your crimes were too severe, and they still haven't removed the bounty on your head to this day. So you better watch yourself in these parts.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even aware of that until earlier today. I don't even think Too Spooky is aware of it. But be that as it may, is Carl here?
Yes, he is. He's actually upstairs resting.
Well, I've come to take him back.
Well, I'd tell you to take him and leave, but I'm so close to fixing his memory. I'll probably even be able to do it tomorrow. So if you can just wait until then, he'll be free to go. Plus, I don't think he'd want to leave until he gets it back anyways, especially if he's this close. I mean, he came this far after all. It would be a shame if it was all for nothing.
Fine, I understand. But we need to be gone by tomorrow night. Too Spooky needs me back by the morning after. And, well, we've needed Carl back ever since he left, that piece of garbage. So he needs to come too.
No worries, Bane, that will do. There is actually a guest bedroom on the top floor on the left, if you would be so kind as to get some rest, so I can continue researching his ability.
Okay. Wait, hey Vegapunk.
Yes, Bane.
What do you mean by his ability?
Oh, well, it appears that the reason Carl has forgotten some of his memories is because at some point in his life, he ate a devil fruit. And tonight I'm just going to be trying to figure out which one he ate.
What the hell is a devil fruit?
I don't have the time to explain right now, so I'll explain it all in the morning. Just get some rest, okay, Bane?
Okay, thanks, I think. Good night.
Well, time to get to work. Well, hopefully everything's alright, and hopefully Bane can get back to me soon. I'd hate for both of them to go disappearing on me. Anyways, guys, if you cannot get enough Too Spooky content, well, why don't you click here? Or 101 Facts About Batman, which was actually the previous video in the week of 101's. And if that's not doing it for you, well, why don't you click here for 25 facts about Sub-Zero? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. We've got one video left in the week of 101's, which is tomorrow, so you definitely don't want to miss that. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.